So I brought some of my faves.
I've never seen so much color. This is gorgeous.
Hello.
Oh, this is stunning. How many shoes do you have in your collection?
Maybe like 300, maybe.
300 shoes?
Yeah.
Oh my days.
Hey guys, and welcome back. Today we have another episode of
Foot Locker Unlocked. That's my line. Hello? Someone stole the script. Right, guys. Well, we have a new guest. Our first ever guest.
We do.
In person on Foot Locker.
In person.
What a privilege. Hi.
Do you want to introduce yourself?
Hello. My name is Jess Lawrence. I'm from London. I'm a content creator, lecturer at Central St Martin's, and I do social media for fashion publications. But I think most importantly, I'm a big sneaker addict, fan, fanatic. I don't even know what the words are, but I'm all of them. So yeah, I'm happy to be here. Thanks for having me, guys.
No,
we're glad that you're here. We're glad that you're here. We love having you here.
Yeah, we loved your style as soon as we saw you.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, your kick game is something that we absolutely gravitated towards. So we want to get to know everything about your history with fashion, sneakers, all of it. We want you to tell us where it started and how you kind of got an interest in it.
Man, how long have you got? Because
we have a whole episode.
We're going to use it. In terms of fashion, I've always been very drawn to sort of colours and patterns, and my mum said when she used to get me dressed as a child, I used to be like, no, that doesn't match well enough, or if I spilt something, I'd be like, oh no, we have to go home and change. So I think there's always been sort of an innate passion. But sneakers, my whole family played basketball, my parents met playing basketball, I played basketball until I was 22, like everyone has in my family. So naturally, sneakers, specifically Jordans, has come from that. You know, I was so exposed to sneakers from a young age. I think when I got to sort of like early 20s and started seeing that people were actually collecting their sneakers because the internet kind of blew up, I was like, oh, wow, I've been throwing away so many sneakers over the years and donating them, giving them, because I didn't know that you're supposed to collect them.
Yeah, one and done.
But use them to the ground and then they're gone. So at that point when I was like, oh, okay, well, I'm going to keep hold of them. And then that sort of opened me up also to sort of seeing other people's collections and getting into the actual sneaker industry.
Okay, sick. Yeah. So what would you say was the first sneaker that you like fell in love with?
I actually think it was the Gold Bullets 97s. When I was a child, I remember seeing them and thinking, what? That girl's glitching out like that. Seriously. I didn't have them straight away, but I remember seeing them and being so impressed. And I feel like that was, because before I was always really into sort of Jordans for playing basketball in, had various Nike shoes that I would just go into Foot Locker actually, and you know, just get whatever was sort of general sale. But it wasn't until seeing those, I think, and other ones around that era that I was like, oh, like it's actually super creative sneakers, and like the stories behind them and like all the design elements are so interesting. So that's what sticks out in my mind as the main ones.
So the Golden Bullet 97s kind of ignited like the sneaker addict flame in you.
I think so. It helped. It helped. It pushed me,
Can you imagine, like, at such a young age, I was out with like Crocs, just like doing cartwheels, like.
Not me. I was not out on Crocs.
Crocs are back though.
My mama got me right.
I love Crocs. I wear Crocs every day, like just to the post office. Yeah, I love
them. Wearable, like.
Exactly. Is there any here?
No, but that's so sick. So like, when it comes to sneakers and stuff, like when you're copying a new pair, what catches your eye? What kind of makes the decision for you that, I want this shoe, or like, I'm going to sell this shoe? Like,
so I think I'm always I'm just looking at the ones I've got now. I'm always drawn to colour, like definitely, and style. Like I like anything that looks beautiful, you know, anything.
Sure,
so that is for sneakers as well. So it's a very visual thing for me. And then, of course, we are in the industry, so, you know, if it's a really hot collab, or maybe it's a designer that I like, or a brand that I like, done a collaboration, or even I can be sort of brainwashed by marketing, you know?
Yeah, right.
If I see a really sick campaign, I'm like, I think I need them now.
Marketing team was doing well. Well done, you got my money.
There's some also that, you know, that have been in the back of my mind from a long time that I want to collect and I want to bring into my collection.
Sure.
And that takes time, you know, looking for an affordable pair.
Oh yeah, affordable big keyword.
So it really depends, but I think I can look and I can tell. And I'm not super fussed on sort of hype compared to general release. If I like it, I like it.
Yeah,
you know?
That's the thing. A lot of people can be steered by hype, you know, and then when the hype's done, you're like, what am I actually wearing? Do you know what I mean? It's like, I don't
spend money, like.
That's it, you know, you don't actually like the shoe.
Because sneakers are getting like expensive.
Yeah,
these days, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, a pair of Jordans cost you like $200. So, I mean, people have to like really like something for them to go out and buy. That would be my advice to people, right?
Yeah, for
100%.
sure.
Just buy what you like.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
If
that's
you're going to
what,
spend that sort of money, then buy what you like.
well, exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what makes your collection unique, is your
Yeah.
own taste. That's the only thing. So
100%.
For you, do you have any advice, like, you know, going through styling for so long, like how would you suggest somebody to kind of be bold and experiment with their style and stuff?
yeah. So I think, you know, a lot of people say, there's that like saying that people say, I don't think it will suit me.
Yeah, right?
And I always think, but if you like it, you can make it suit you,
Right,
you know?
yeah.
And I don't mean like doing anything you're uncomfortable with, but I think if you've got that initial, I like this item, I like that style, then once you've done it and worn it and made it yourself, then there's nothing to be intimidated by anymore, right? So my advice is always just to do it, but if it feels right. If it feels wrong and you want to do it, then it's wrong.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot, I hear that a lot with people, like they think, oh, like it's a bit too like out there for me, maybe the colours, maybe the style, but life's short.
Yeah, life's too short. Just get it, like, just get it and wear it.
Exactly.
That's so true.
Yeah.
And you get more comfortable with it after time goes on, I think.
Exactly. You have to do something to be comfortable with it. You're not just going to wake up and be like, oh, I'm confident.
Yeah,
you have
right?
to practice, you know? So
Practice makes
Yeah.
perfect, for sure, for sure. And you're a lecturer and you're teaching at the moment. Can you tell us a bit about that, of what you're doing?
So my career job was doing social media for fashion publications.
Amazing.
So my last full-time job was at Vogue Business, where I head up the socials for them. So I teach a combination of things I've done in my own space, so like content creation, personal branding, and a combination of that and the things I've learned in industry. I teach fashion journalists at Central St. Martin's on the Master's Fashion Communications course.
That's crazy.
So it's just a lot of digital skills,
Yeah.
basically, and I kind of tailor it each year to what that specific student set wants to learn.
It's also pretty interesting
Impressive.
that you're doing fashion and wearing clothing is like a very physical thing, but you're made it your job to like digitalize that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, definitely. I've never really thought about it like that, but it's true. But as like, I really view myself as a in real life person.
Yeah.
But online, I think is where you see me the most.
Yeah,
but
right.
I honestly think I'm such an in real life person. So
Yeah.
But I mean, if you make it authentic for yourself,
Yeah.
then your personality transpires to like the digital world in the same way, right? So
So
that
true.
still that doesn't affect you being a real life person, I guess.
Yeah.
No worries, I got you.
So deep, guys.
How important do you think sneakers is to like fashion in general?
So obviously I'm super biased. So I'm going to say quite a big role, but I suppose in like mainstream fashion, they come in and out of popularity, I guess, you know, depending on what you see on the runways and things like that. But I feel like sneakers and sneaker culture always has an influence on fashion, whether you are not wearing sneakers or you are. You know?
Yeah.
So I like the fact that fashion is sometimes on, sometimes off, and kind of takes in,
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
like it.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
100%. I fully agree with that.
Okay,
Because now I can buy my shoes again.
No, that's sick. And what about you? Do you have anything hot on your list right now?
So
Wearing
good
something hot
question.
right now.
Yeah, you are. You
The
are.
Brits
Actually,
are break
the
at
first
Jordan
time I'm
4s.
wearing them. Can I put them on the table?
Yeah,
you
go
can.
for
You
it.
can.
She's
That's
done
where
it
it's for.
already. Yeah, so I wasn't actually going to get these because I love a Jordan 4, but I've actually got a very narrow foot. And
Right.
I feel like they don't actually fit my foot perfectly. But I saw my older brother had these, and he's kind of like been one of my biggest inspirations
Yeah.
in sneakers. So when I saw he had them, I was like, oh, they're actually stunning. Look at them.
They are so
They're
nice.
beautiful.
So nice. How
Yeah.
many shoes do you have in your collection? Do you
It's
know?
like one or two.
Oh, is it?
Just one or two.
Oh, is it? No way.
Me too, guys. Me too.
I don't know, maybe like 300, maybe?
300 shoes.
Yeah.
Oh my days. That's
You were calling my
crazy.
collection crazy. That's insane.
Bro.
I'll count them, but I think about 300. But I'm trying to like not have so many, to be honest, because I'm just a bit lazy with doing things with them after, so they just pile up.
You need like shoe insurance for all of
Yeah,
this
I
stuff,
do
right?
actually. I
Do you
do.
have shoe
Yeah,
insurance?
it's on my home insurance. Yeah.
No
I had to
way.
put every single one in, like all the like really high hitters.
On the
Yeah.
sheet and just like,
It's the only thing I've got that's worth anything. Like,
I mean, why not, right? Like,
yeah,
this is my security, like.
exactly. I need these. Yeah.
That is hilarious. Oh my god.
So I brought some of my faves.
Yeah, I've never seen so much color in my life in a shoe.
Yeah, I love colour, obviously, so much. And I just
it's
thought,
sick.
I went for a little orange-green theme.
This is gorgeous. Oh, this
Beautiful
is
colorway.
stunning.
I have them in the teal colourway as well.
So you have
Didn't bring them
Yeah.
next time. But I'm just loving it because the similarity. We've got these with the Foot Locker pack.
Yeah, we've got...
My girl's got her TNs on.
Let's go.
And then we've got Jordan 1. So we're covering so many bases.
Catering for everybody.
It was meant to be, baby.
Meant to be. So I'm a millennial, so I love Supreme and always will.
Yeah, same here.
So these, I think this colour green is my absolute favourite colour.
Yeah?
I'd say this is probably one of the hypiest shoes I have.
Yeah, for sure. I've seen these around, and this is an insane colorway for TN.
Yeah.
They've known to be bold with their colorways, but this is crazy.
I really enjoy like the gradients on the TNs. Like these are absolutely stunning.
But I wanted to ask you about the Jordan 1s because I don't see these a lot, but you just these are one of your favorites.
Yeah. So there's three Jordan 1 mids that are worth time in my opinion.
Yeah.
These are one of them. Apart from that, they do not exist.
They don't.
So these are Melody Asani, the fearless pair. Basically, I love Melody Asani so much. I think she's the third woman to have a Jordan collaboration. She's definitely in top 3. I think she's the third. But it's just, 1, she's a phenomenal woman, so she's so inspirational. 2, her designs are incredible. And all the details of this shoe are just insane. So you've got round the back, if you knew what you had was rare, you would never waste it.
Period.
Right?
Like...
And then on here it says, limits like fears are often just an illusion.
Oh, that's special. That's really special.
And she's like a designer, so the watch face.
The watch is an interesting one.
Yeah.
That's...
Big.
Yeah,
It's really cool, right? And I like watches that in random places.
Like I've got
a finger watch. So I just think they're beautiful. They go with so many different colours because there's so many colours.
Yeah, right?
And it's just a nod to women. So women in the game.
Yeah.
So I love these. These are one of my favourite pairs ever.
I did notice that you put in the off-white laces, right?
I think I was going to wear something orange and I just put the orange laces in and I'm just too lazy to take them out. But it works. So
It works.
It
works.
I mean, because of all the colors, you can do whatever with them.
It's true.
Which is good.
It's
a good thing. It's a good thing.
Yeah.
If you were to like design your own shoe, like what silhouette, what like, let's say, okay, would it be Jordans, TNs or New Balance?
I think naturally I'd go towards Jordan 1 because just because they're mainstream they're not worthy of that. You know, I don't buy into like, I like what I like and I think the Jordan 1 has so much history and it's what's got me into sneakers. I'm obsessed with Michael Jordan, always have been, so regardless of its hype, regardless of coming in and out of fashion, for me they're always my favourite. Yeah. But I think it's been a silhouette that's been done quite a lot in terms of collabs. Oh, there's beef going on, isn't there?
I was focused on what she was
like. He's like, yes.
Yeah.
He's got a co-sign. Sorry, girl. But I feel like, to be honest, a TN, how exciting would that be in terms of colours to design?
Yeah, you have endless possibilities when it comes down to TNs.
But then I think my favourite silhouette is Air Max 97.
Fact.
So I feel like I've said earlier. So I think I would do a 97. I've got such a narrow foot.
Narrow foot. It's so narrow.
But the 97 is like a more sleeker, narrow Air Max model. So that will make sense.
It's comfortable for me. I feel like I can just like sprint anytime I need to. So perfect. So yeah, I think a 97, a Jordan 1 or a TN.
I think I'd be a Salomon girl for sure. I love a good performance technical shoe. And I just love the ease of it. Like you just have to put it on and then like, you know, the lace system is so handy for me. So that's already grabbed me. But I think that, in a kind of maybe Gore-Tex kind of, I don't know, like I'll have to get to the drawing board with this, guys. Like give me a chance. Like give me a chance to cook in the kitchen. Like
yeah, I mean we've talked about this before and I would be big on like I would go Nike 100%. But I would love to go like into Nike's archive and maybe bring back like an older model that hasn't been brought back. Like the Thunder Max, like Comme des Garçons did with the Thunder Max. I love the Thunder Max. Interesting. Maybe like the ACG line, maybe pick something from there.
Very cool.
Like do a Nike boot, that would be sick. But I think I would go archive.
That way.
Let's see it. Let's make it happen.
It's Nike, if you're watching,
make it happen.
holla at us.
And me too. Well,
Us. All right, well, since we were talking about some upcoming heat, Foot Locker got something very interesting.
Some new exclusives.
Yeah, let's grab them real quick. 4 pairs of sneakers over here.
Okay.
We have a lot on the table right now.
Absolutely. We've got the New Balance Craftwork Pack.
Yes.
And we are working with a gorgeous colorway at the moment in some really nice classic models that New Balance have released. Jess, what do you think?
I like the colours. It's like kind of deserty.
Yeah,
you know,
right?
like desert vibes.
Thinking the same.
Yeah.
Thinking the same.
Yeah.
So I can imagine like with a trouser colour like this would be really cute. some like workwear.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Nice, yeah.
It's giving like chino.
These are my favorite ones, these ones.
Yeah, those are nice. Those are nice. I like the kind of soft, muted color of them. You know, it's not too bold. Just a nice everyday, I think, to add to your wardrobe for sure.
Yeah, definitely. I think these would definitely work for a lot of people, especially because they brought them out in like different silhouettes.
Right?
Yeah.
They'll have to work on different people.
For sure. I'm seeing a lot of people rocking the 9060 at the moment.
So am I.
Right?
Yeah.
So I think this is definitely
The more
just looking at
chunkier,
this.
the more chunkier version.
Yeah.
a more chunkier version. I think, yeah, for someone who's not wanting to go too bold but still have like something new in their wardrobe, I think it's super nice walking into summer from spring, you know. So
Yeah, definitely.
we've got some suede and mesh, which is super lightweight and breathable for summer walking, you know, city adventures on your hollybops, I think.
Yeah, no, I'm just always a fan of when brands do like different fabrics on shoes, because it gives shoes like a very deep depth to them. It's just not just colors, but also the fabrics really make a difference in a shoe.
I think it gives it a bit of personality for sure.
Definitely. I enjoy the whole, like, a pack, you know?
Yeah, right?
Something for everyone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which ones would you guys pick as your favorite? You have to go home with them right now.
I think I'm going with you. I
Yeah.
think definitely these ones, they kind of suit my vibe a little bit more.
Yeah, I think the 2002 Rs is my favorite silhouette.
I think
but
so
I
too.
think this is my favorite colorway. Like, I mean, it's a bit basic if you have it compared to the rest of them. But I like the way this 10 came out with the orange.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
say this colorway on this would be perfect for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, the 2002 R is just one of my favorite New Balance models. So
Yeah.
I would also go for those.
I'd agree.
All right, well, cop yourselves some New Balance exclusives from Foot Locker.
Yes.
And yeah, we hope you love them.
Yes.
Yo guys, thanks for sticking at this far. If you enjoyed the show, make sure to drop a like, leave a comment down below and subscribe. And we'll see you next week. Ciao.